Alright guys, so we got a sneak peek of the new unit. We have the Cassette obviously, and then we have Penelope. So I want to say for like the next 6 months, I should be able to do kind of like these preview for you guys because whatchamacallit, the daylight saving, yeah. So with the daylight saving, they actually, in terms of my schedule, it seems like they release it like an hour ahead. So I actually, before going to sleep, I can actually take a look at it and record it, and you guys can, or at least I can get a little bit of a hype as far as how things are gonna go. But here we go. These are obviously without any stats and whatnot, so we still do have to take into the consideration of those. But the EX weapon, so let's see, comes equipped with an EX weapon that increases weapon power the higher its MP. Wow, so they're going the opposite. Interesting. So starting out, this should be pretty weak then. Okay, and it also has an ability that increases on attack and defense by 20 when enemy. So I I actually read it wrong originally. I was thinking is when you have Earth Federation allies, but it's actually enemies. So this is obviously very, 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 very restrictive as far as how that's gonna go. Obviously, this is gonna target Penelope really well, and I mean there are certainly a lot of Earth Federation stuff going on, but again, that's very, very, very conditional. So I mean, it's not bad. It can always be useful, but it again depends on the nature of the event that we're taking a look at. So I do foresee that they might be pumping out content, or just in general that may have a lot of like Earth Federation and whatnot. We'll see. And lastly, it also has an ability that increases movement, or just the, by 1 when Vulgar is super high or supercharged or high. So it kind of makes sense because of like the nature of this unit, because this is one of those like 5th stage or 5th, what is it? I'm trying to think about 5th generation mobile suit, where they have the capability of re-entrance, going to outer space, or just going to outer space, and re-entry as well. So like the atmosphere or whatever. So they do have that. So it kind of makes sense if they go into like the lore of like, oh, making it have better movement and whatnot. So it kind of makes sense if they want to go with that. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, it's not the most surprising, I would say. So far, I'm not getting like the big wow from anything else. But let's take a look at Hathaway Noa. Let's see what he's doing. So already he's gonna have an additional, just having the chance step 1 time. Okay, is it 1 additional on top of what you're already getting or whatnot? It's not clear enough. So we'll have to see once it's actually in game, like literally in less than a day, like 20 hours or so. It also increases, it has a skills that increase awakening by 25%. So you can bet that the EX skill, as far as how the power is gonna, like the damage is gonna be driving from, you can bet that the awakening stat is gonna be one huge factor. So there's that. And character also has a skill set increase movement by 1. Unless, all right, let me think. Unless Cassette starts out with 4, which could happen. So that means you get 2 additional either from both the units and the pilots. So that only makes it 6. So it's not the most impressive unless it starts as 5, which is like generically how most units are. Then you're getting 7, which could be, we will be talking at that point. 7 is absurd if we get that. But we'll see. Could be interesting though, for sure. Limited time character and unit obviously, so yeah. Alright, let's take a look at Penelope. Penelope is a standard. Comes equipped with an EX skills that inflict decrease attack by 25% on enemies and grant preemptive strikes or preemptive strikes against enemies' attack. Huh. I have no idea what that actually means. Is it one of those like new mechanics where you just attack them? No, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing as what the previous banner Ariel's rebuild and then the Regulate Julia one. Is it one of those? I'm pretty sure it's one of those. So right out the bat, it already drains one of your support defense. Yeah. But it's actually interesting. Preemptive strike. It makes sense if they're going with the how laying aim and how when he was fighting when Penelope was fighting Xi, kind of makes sense because my guy was just going all in with the Funnel Missile, so it kind of makes sense how they're, unless this is like a completely new ability or just like the naming of it. Otherwise, it would be the same as what we already have. So okay, it's interesting. And again, movement by 1. So that's kind of good. And lastly, we have laying aim. Let's see what he does. Has an ability to increase on attack by 20 when countering. Yeah, it has that. So same mechanics then. Okay. So this is again one of your defensive unit where it's not actually a tank, but it's more of a armor unit that actually, durability unit that actually does a decent amount of damage. Supposedly, I don't know how much more it will do. And it also has a character skills that increase damage dealt to enemy by 20 when fighting. Ooh, yeah. This is not your blocker, guys. This is definitely not your blocker. So, if you guys are looking for like a pure DPS unit, or pure durability unit that is like a rock solid, and well, you're looking at the wrong place. This is not it. So we'll see. We'll definitely see, because like a lot of these like attacker type durability unit, they could be like hit or miss. Like the last one we had was like, I think we had a few, but the one that I can name off right now is like the Saipel, that has similar ability where instead of like having like a lot of defensive stat whatever, it gives you a feeling where it's like a durability attacker. So it should be interesting though. I would say the only thing that we need to look at is the stat obviously, and just everything else, and we should at that point get a pretty good idea of how things actually are. But other than that, that's gonna be it. We're obviously gonna be doing summons, like an actual full breakdown once it's actually out. But yeah, until then, we'll just stay tuned and see what's going on, and I'll be catching you guys all on the next one.